Hello everyone, this is Brandon with New Power Gaming. Today we'll be talking about my initial thoughts on the Undisputed beta. Access to the beta on the final day. I initially installed the beta on my Steam Deck and it was not even playable, even on the lowest settings. The menus were not loading properly either, so it definitely seemed like a compatibility issue. I didn't take my time to try it out with different versions of Proton either, so I just fired it up on my gaming PC instead. Hopefully, when the game releases, it is compatible with the Steam Deck, because this is definitely a game I would like to play, while I'm sitting out on my balcony. So the first thing I want to go over is the presentation of the game. So we did get like a limited view of the main menu, so we got to look at the main hub of the game. Everything else was like locked besides the matchmaking for the beta. It seems like it's going to be very simple, very straightforward. It doesn't look like we're going to have to go through a lot of submenus to get to where we need to go. So I really like that, but this is only an assumption. This is still in beta, so it most likely will change by the time of the release. Now, getting to the actual fight presentation. First off, you do get your tail of the tape, as you do in pretty much every fighting game, or at least like every combat sports game. And you get your ring walks, and that's how pretty much the game starts. But something that I really liked was the commentary team that they're using for this game, simply because I watched a lot of fights on DAZN and it just seemed very familiar to me, so I kind of enjoyed it. There was a lot of bugs regarding the commentary. There was times where a line was repeated 3 to 4 times, and I'll show that here in this video as well. But it's still in development, so there wasn't that many cinematics either, besides like the ring walk, the beginning of a match, the end of a match. It was pretty much the same as it is in Fight Night. The only thing I really didn't get to see was knockout cinematic, or what that looks like, since I didn't knock out any of my opponents or get knocked out, so I didn't get a chance to see that. The next thing I want to talk about is gameplay, and right off the bat I do want to say that I had a lot of fun playing this game. Undisputed is genuinely fun for me. I've been playing Fight Night Champion for the last few years, and Undisputed feels fresh for a boxing game. It's hard not to compare it to Fight Night Champion, as that was the last major boxing game that released, and it came out in like 2011. One thing I do like is it does feel more realistic. It doesn't have that arcadey feeling that Fight Night had. Don't get me wrong, I will forever love the Fight Night franchise, but Fight Night always had this Buzz Lightyear head feel to it. What I mean by that is I feel like you can really feel the impact of big punches, and in this game you really do. You could definitely feel the weight of power punches, and you have to be much more strategic with your movements, blocking, and combinations. Head movement takes up stamina quick, so it's not ideal to stand in one spot and slip for a long period of time. A complaint I've always had about Fight Night is when you're fighting a defensive fighter and they stand against the ropes and block, it was not common for you to be able to break their guard. And with this game, switching up your combinations, you're eventually going to break their guard, or you're going to get punches through. Taking punches in this game feels more significant compared to Fight Night Champion as well, simply because I would catch myself getting hit like 2 to 3 times and immediately had to back off. You definitely feel the danger in every punch, so I really like that as well. Feature I enjoyed a ton was enabling the loose footwork. It is a game changer for me. I would toggle it back and forth for the majority of the fight depending on my opponent's fighting style. Something really exciting for me is the way that you could take angles in this game. So timing and sidestepping at the right time will put you in a great position, and I was landing some devastating punches. So the ability to create some crazy angles like that makes me excited to play with someone like Lomachenko. Overall, I have to say that even though this is still in development, it is becoming my favorite boxing video game experience so far. There are a lot of improvements that can be made. I definitely want to say that Steel City Interactive is on the right course for this game. I feel like they're doing everything right. They're adding a lot of amazing boxers to their roster, way more than Fight Night had. I say they're on the right track, and I'm excited to get this game on release. I'm definitely going to pre-order it when it's available, but I'm hoping they release more content, more maybe a beta to try out the career mode, another online beta so we could try out different boxers in different weight classes. But like I said, I feel like they're on the right course. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.